Welcome to the Branding Boardroom, the podcast where we discuss brand strategy and how it should be understood, formulated, and implemented by senior corporate decision makers. Our guests range from prominent CEOs to accomplished academics and thought leaders. But there's so much more. They're also interesting people. Now follow me into the Branding Boardroom. Dr. Francesca Hansstein is an accomplished academic and consumer behavior consultant. Dr. Hansstein has over a decade of experience conducting high-level research at numerous institutions, having taught at the Shanghai University of Finance and Economics and at Xi'an Jiaotong Liverpool University. She's a respected authority on Chinese consumer preferences. Her academic articles have appeared in influential journals such as Micro and Macro Marketing, Globalization and Health, and the Journal of Cleaner Production. Dr. Hansstein is the author of an upcoming book which seeks to help Italian and European companies better understand Chinese consumers. Her new book is eagerly anticipated among the branding and marketing community. Welcome to the Branding Boardroom, Francesca. Your career has been full of diverse experiences spanning across academia and industry, where you've explored consumer behavior from a wide variety of perspectives. But before we dive deep into your current work and expertise, let's begin by talking a little bit about your early experiences. What was the beginning of your career like, and how did you become interested in consumer behavior?
First of all, thank you, Ivo, for the invitation. I realized how many models were there about behaving and consumer behavior, how many factors were involved, like from social demographics, environment, economics. So it was very fascinating, and also tried to build some model myself and also to adjust or adding some variables here there to existing models. And the big question is also, do we behave in a certain way because of nature? So is genetics, or is more like the environmental condition? Probably, of course, a good mix of them for sure.
What do you think are some of the big emerging trends or challenges that you foresee in the field of branding? What are perhaps some of the skills that marketers and researchers need to learn, or some of the strategic considerations that you think are going to be essential in the next 5 to 10 years? So what's your take on the future of consumer behavior, marketing, and branding?
So from one side, I still believe that market research approaches, even the traditional ones, can still remain alive despite all the artificial intelligence transformation we are going through. Although, of course, there are new challenges that are emerging. So marketers, for sure, they have to adapt to these evolving digital technologies by learning how to use new platforms, learning how to perhaps include in their insights, in their methodology also tools coming from the artificial intelligence, and also regarding the social media nowadays require a continuing monitoring. So especially I can tell this to young people. So probably as a professional, you might want really to specialize into something and become an expert into something very specific. And to learn how to use, the new tools, and make yourself let's say, a middleman, an intermediary, between the companies or traditional brands company and the new technologies and new people. So this is, of course, important. Then, Also, we have the sustainability issues, and the consumers are paying more and more attention to sustainable issues, to environment. Many are willing to pay an extra price for products that are certified for the environment, that are sustainable.
If you had just 1 minute to talk to the world's top CEOs and tell them your most essential message, what would it be?
Oh, this is a challenging question. Well, one thing that I can tell also from my experience of the Jean-Jacques Liverpool University, I was working in a business school. Maybe one thing that CEOs nowadays should do is always to look for a dialogue with young people, with students, maybe with business schools. And again, try to build this intergenerational bridge. If companies can communicate with universities or professional institutions or other learning centers, I think this would be great. So try to build workshops, invite experts, give lectures to students. I think that also because from one side, I think young people need this to understand how the real world works. But also CEO might gain some inspiring insights from fresh minds.
That's truly a future-oriented vision and a tip that every CEO should take into account. Francesca, your insights are a true treasure trove. And thank you very much for being with us on the Branding Boardroom.
Thank you, Ivo, for the invitation.